It's time to get the official acclaimed scissors out and open this package of All Elite Wrestling Blu-rays from Wrestling Store. This is my first order from Wrestling Store. I can highly recommend. Well packaged. It came really quickly as well. I usually order from the Shop AEW, the American store, but it was good to support a UK business. A little flyer there. And here are our Blu-rays in all their glory. So they come in a little cardboard keep case. So yeah, not plastic boxes. But I guess that's one thing. America and the UK have often been different with packaging. When you look back at some of the archives and see the Americans and their VHS tapes would come in a little cardboard box that would get battered and bruised. Meanwhile, we had ultra plastic cases that could withstand punishment. So yeah, nothing's been removed from these discs. The events of all the matches, including the pre-shows. It was quite nice on the London disc is that we have the full pre-show, including Grado's appearance as well that some people missed, which is only in the YouTube feed rather than the Fight Triller pay-per-view. So let's get these discs open, have a look inside. Carefully get the seal off. Now, I'm not usually one for keeping my Blu-ray cases. I actually take the discs out, usually, put them in a big binder, and then get rid of the boxes. Try and get rid of some clutter. Quite nice using the official artwork inside. I think that looks quite cool. Good quality. And yeah, disc art. Not used to seeing that recently. I seem to get a lot of just silver discs. And the big one, the 2-disc set for the biggest AEW event in history. I was there at Wembley, and I was really glad that this came out in Blu-ray. And yeah, looking forward to going to the 2024 event. Let's hope that the Blu-ray is of good quality. Because I did buy the stream as well, streaming pay-per-view. But you want something that you can always have, and something that's better quality than the stream, hopefully. Oh, disc popping out, but yeah, get that back in there. I think that's me bouncing about the case or trying to open it. Matching disc art. Hopefully it says disc 1 and 2 though. And yeah, nice shot of the Wembley night crowd. We'll pop those back in. And now let's take a look at the spine as well, because this is a bigger case, that's a thicker box. So this is only one disc, it's slim, and the artwork fits perfectly. Now the London disc, which is 2 discs, so it's thicker, and the artwork's overlapping, which I feel is really a weird choice here. So if we open that up, you can see Takeshita there at the bottom, his chest. Yeah, his chest is going over onto the spine in the front cover art. I'm not quite sure I like that. I think that's a lack of detail. And also in the front cover here, the inside picture has overlapped as well. Yeah, I think there's been a missing attention to detail there. So I've popped the All-In London disc in the PC, and disc 1, I'm quite shocked it's the entire event there on a 25 gig disc, single layer. Stereo English sound, wasn't expecting surround sound for that, just expecting the stereo sound, so that's not a surprise. But because there was 2 discs, I thought the event would be split over 2 discs. So it'll be interesting to see what the actual bitrate is going to be in here at 1080p. And so we've got our clips, and this is from the streaming version. And this is where the streaming really gets let down, is when there's confetti and lots of artifacting going on in the screen. And YouTube's probably not going to do very well with this comparison, but that is from the Fight streaming pay-per-view version. And this clip here is the Blu-ray. And it does look a bit better, but there is still a lot of artifacting and banding. I'm actually quite disappointed by the look of the video on the disc. So having a look at the bit rates of the All-In London disc, and it's nearly 13 megabits a second for the 4-hour presentation. It's like, could not have done a bit better and maybe fitted on a dual layer disc. Looking at a SummerSlam 92 for an alternative, and that's nearly 19 meg, and that's really old footage. It's 4x3 as well, so it's a really good bit rate for that. And looking at blockbuster films, how about the Fellowship of the Ring? So that's coming in at nearly 30 megabits a second. I mean, we're not expecting that much quality, but definitely better than what's on the All Out disc, which is just coming up to 10 megabits per second. And perhaps one of the most baffling things is we're going to have a look at disc 2 now of the All-In London disc, and one of the pre-show events up there at nearly 23 megs. So it's like, oh, could we not have had that for the actual main event? I was very hyped up when these discs were announced. It was the first AEW Blu-rays. I was really excited to get them. And I have the streaming versions, but I was looking forward to watching them in much higher quality, and not rely on the internet connection or the service being still online. But I feel these discs are quite a disappointment. I can't understand why they've tried to cram the events on a single layer 25 gig disc when they could have went dual layer. And then especially when disc 2 of All in London has the pre-shows at a much higher bit rate than the actual main events. And then there's the lack of attention to detail on the double disc set with the overlaps. I think for the price it is quite disappointing. Now, would I buy them again in the future? I mean, probably. I do want to have the disc. I do want to have physical copies of these events. But I really do hope that the quality control picks up. So yeah, quite disappointed. These discs are certainly not all elite.